Shalom. I want to give all praises unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakagash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings unto the elect of Yasha'Allah, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings and salutations to the Akim out there doing his truth across the four corners of the earth, teaching in the name of Yahweh, which is the name of the Most High, in the name of his Son, his only begotten Son as well, which his name is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Alright, across the four corners of the earth, looking forward to the downfall and destruction of Babylon, also known as America today. What we're going to get into today, the brother had brought up a point about Facebook changing its name, and their whole metaverse situation. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to speak on that a little bit?
Yeah. So Facebook is basically changing their name, saying that the name Facebook doesn't properly represent everything that they have planned for now and for the foreseeable future. So they need to change it in order to better relay what their company is and what they expect from the company.
Hey, we low-key might get that song 49. And we'll leave the link in the description box. The brother showed us a video, and pretty much when you see this video, it's like the movie Real Player One that you mentioned. I thought of the movie Gamer. Alright, but both of these movies have one thing in common. You're controlling an alias. Alright, you're controlling an avatar.
Yeah.
Like, that's a movie in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one in
They
itself.
plugged in.
Yep, it
The
was
Matrix.
and they coming out with another Matrix now.
Total Recall.
And see, you have all of these things, and that's what he does, you know what I'm saying? He gives you a predictive programming, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He gives you, because with the whole Facebook thing, it was just Facebook, and when I go on there one day, wait, add Instagram in here? You know what I'm saying? Then it, boom, boom, boom. So it's kind of like just bringing everything together, man. All right, which we know that this has been a plan from the beginning of time, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? Can we get that scripture? The Lord has divided the nations in much wisdom. Because what it is Esau has to do everything contrary to the Most High. That's how he rose. That's what he was created for, to oppose, to be an adversary. All right? Because he's working in the spirit of Satan, which means adversary. Okay? So just gathering, getting that from the beginning of time, they had the Tower of Babel, which we'll get into just a little bit. We'll get that scripture. I'll go ahead and let you read, bro.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 10. Oh, you want me straight to it?
Yeah.
It says, in much knowledge, the Lord has divided them and made their ways diverse.
Is there something a little bit before that?
Yeah.
That,
Go ahead. Yeah. Sirach 33 and...
We'll just get straight to the point, bro, just for time's sake.
Okay. It says, verse 11, it says, in much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places.
Slovakia, not that one. I think it's like Isaiah, bro. I can't think of the wording of it. He was basically talking about separating the nations. He separated the nations. Yeah, I just can't think of how it's worded, man. It's gonna bother me. But if somebody can look for it, you look for it, Yatazah, but nonetheless, it pretty much speaks about how the Lord divided the nations. All right, look at me. I told him to get it, and I went.
That's the Deuteronomy.
It might be. I believe it. Go ahead and get it. Yeah. What's that one?
That's why I was reading.
Make their way that. Okay.
Yeah.
They say much knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, it's another one. What you said in Deuteronomy?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 32 and 8. When the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance, when he separates the sons of Adam, he sets the balance of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Yeah, so that's how the Most High, when you look at the biblical maps, you see Moab and they little dwellings, you see Edom and they little dwellings, you see Israel, they little dwellings, you see, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, the Lord separated everybody. But here it is, Esau wants to do the complete opposite. He wants to bring everybody together, man. All right, and this has been a plan since the beginning of time. All right, can we get that in Genesis?
Yeah. This is Genesis chapter 11, starting at verse 1. It says, the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
The whole earth was of one language and one speech, which is Hebrew.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain that was in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly, that they had brick for stone, and fine they had for mortar. And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Yeah, so they're trying to, create something to stay together, to stay as one people. At least they be scattered abroad the earth, which is the Most High's intentions, man. All right, which definitely is the Most High's intentions. Okay, He separated the nations, He divided the nations. All right, because like the brother was bringing out in Sirach, through much knowledge, He did that because you have a holy people and you have the rest of the people. All right, the Lord is respectable enough to nations to where you can have your land with your people, you can, you know what I'm saying? So just be grateful for that. All right, but here it is, like the Lord said, I've created them upright, but they sought out many inventions. All right, also it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, that it's malice inbred within them, that the cogitation can't be changed. So the Lord created an adversary, and these heathens are adverse unto us as well as the wicked of the earth. All right?
Okay, appreciate it real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time had set in thy inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Most High thy power giveth thee to possess it.
Yeah. So the Lord set up everybody where they supposed to be at, how they supposed to be. All right?
That was it today.
Okay, now, into Babel, into, get that Maccabee.
Did you want to finish the rest of this Tower Battle?
Yeah.
That's all you want?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
finish it.
This is verse 5, Genesis 11 and 5. It says, and the Most High came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded.
And the Most High does the same thing now. He comes down, and how did He come down? He sent His angels. All right, going about the earth, checking things out, writing things down, keeping record of things, and they go to the Lord like, yo, they talk about metaverses and the Internet of Things and, a New World Order, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's tripping. Go ahead.
And the Most High said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do.
Yeah, because you're going to come together and all these different ideas is going to be popping up, just like the idea that they had, like, yo, let's create a tower. At least we be scattered abroad. They trying to get to the Most High, man. They're trying to be the Most High. Like, just be content with being a creation. How are you going to be the creator? What are you going to create that the creator didn't create for you to create something else, man? It's like, but this is the minds of the people, all right? Just like I was watching a video last night real quick, and the dude said people, youngins in this generation only accept things in this generation because they see it as a better fit than what it was before because of the technology advancements. But look at the world though, you know what I'm saying? And crazy enough, the whole Matrix and Terminator situation, that's what it is. It's pretty much now we're into artificial intelligence and all the things like that. And talking about robots, and they got robot fucking military weapons and stuff like that. All right, that remind me of Iron Man when old boy built all them robots and he came and shot up all of that because he made them the military. That's what they originally had made them for. All right, so this is the world that they're trying to create, man. Man and machine. You know, and in these movies, what happened with the machines? They always rebel. All right, you can create. It's just like the most High created man, and man rebelled. They create these artificial intelligence, and they rebel.
Then in the clip that we watched with Zuckerberg, he walks into his little metaverse room or whatnot, and his friends are sitting at a table. One of them's a robot. He says, "Hey, I was supposed to be the robot."
Yep.
You know why? Because that's just a little key
Yep.
that they're throwing out there.
Yeah.
But with this Tower of Babel, you know, people think, you know, carnally, oh, how big could it have been? It was, you know, X thousands of years ago. Well, they did an experiment where they took a regular brick, and you know, they used the mud and the clay and the things that they had at that time, and they hardened it with fire, just like the scripture says, and they tested it to see how much force could it handle. And if you build it right, you could build something that would be like a mile high.
Mm-hmm.
So the scriptures is true.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Verse 7 says, "Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech."
Mm-hmm.
So the Most High scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city.
Yeah, so that's exactly what the Most High wanted. All right, he had everybody where they was at, and then what? They came together, and then what? He separated them. Their whole thing was let's all go and we speak the same language and this and that, and that's how it is now. Esau wants everybody to speak English. You gotta know a form of English to do certain things. I know you need to know English to fly a plane.
Yeah.
Like, why the hell I gotta know English to fly a plane? Like, you know, but hey, that's that one bringing everybody together, man. All right.
They got the reserve currency and all that shit.
Yep. Yeah.
And eventually, that's what the mark of the beast is about.
Yep.
You know, about that one. Everything's gonna be
Bringing everything
on the same plane.
Yeah, because that's how the Most High is, you know. The Most High oversees everything. All right, He oversees everything. He see us right now. You know, He allowed us to wake up, and Esau wants that to be. He wants that power. All right, I was watching this damn cartoon movie the other day, and the bad guy, you know, it was about like a genie type shit, and the bad guy ends up getting the lamp, and his first wish was to basically have the Midas touch. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. You're not even thinking about, you can't touch a woman. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think he might only had his hand. You know what I'm saying? But you tell me what you gonna be, you know what I'm saying, with a woman with your hand behind your back? What if you accidentally touch yourself? You know, because that's what happened in the movie. Yeah. But it's just that greed, man. All right? Instead of saying, make the world peaceful or something, they always showing the evil intentions of it, because that's how their mind is, you know. As well as you always got the duality too, you know. But let's continue. What?
Let me get the Maccabees.
Yeah, get the Maccabees, and we're gonna get to Isaiah, and then the Thessalonians. Thessalonians in Isaiah.
This is First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. It says, "Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king."
Yeah, so that all should be one people, and that they should all leave their law. Go ahead. Read that last part again.
And it says, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
So what do you mean leave their law? The ways that you was brought up. That means us leaving our law, however the Chinese rock, them leaving their. It's just trying to bring everybody together, man. As well as you had in Daniel, where he wanted all his provinces to bow down to that idol when they heard the sound. All right, so it's just having everybody control, because ultimately that's our kingdom. You know, that's what the Lord is going to give us, man. All right, in righteousness. So, dang, what's that? Is that Isaiah, the second chapter, where it speaks about all the nations going to come up to the mount?
Yeah.
Can we get that? So what it is the Lord gave us. They're trying to steal their blessing. At the end of the day, they want. Go ahead, read that again in Maccabees, bro.
So this is First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone shall leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Yeah. So the camera had cut out, so we read it again, and ultimately that's what it is. They want everybody to leave the ways. They're pretty much in this day and term, their religion, your beliefs. And you're going to put your trust, they want you to put your trust into one power, one God, one entity being Esau. All right, the so-called white man. That's what they want you to do. They want you to put that in them. They want you to worship man. Matter of fact, can we get that in Romans? I think it's like 1:18.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I think it's 21.
That's what I was thinking. Try 21, bro.
This is, nope. This is 25.
Okay.
This is the book of Romans chapter 1, verse 25. It says, who changed the truth of the Most High to a lie and worship and serve the creature more than their creator.
Yeah, what's the truth of the Most High? To serve him. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Because ultimately that's what's going to happen with the earth. All right, the Lord set up things. He gave, the law was really given unto us, but they're going to follow it after a while. All right, so the things that the Most High said is bad and evil and don't do this, they completely allow, man, changing the truth of the Most High into a lie. To where you got the people deceived like this is the way of life. You got women ruling over men. You got children ruling over parents. All right, you got the fact that all of this little rituals and them going up to the Bohemian Grove and doing all these sacrifices, all of this, man. You have all of these things, okay, that they're embedded in their wickedness, for lack of better words, So everything that's against the Most High, they try to, put out there. I can't think of the word right now, but they want you to indulge in that. That's why he leave y'all laws and come with us, Was that into that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, let's get the Thessalonians and then Isaiah.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
And that's what it is, Hey, that's what he is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He to be. He exists. So, you know what I'm saying? That's twice heathen, because the other scripture is going to say, I am. This is how his mind is. He has a God complex. He has to create, he has to control everything and everybody. He's trying to prove to the Most High, I can do what I want to do. All right? And it only makes it worse on their behalf that the Lord got their mind psyched that you got it. And the Lord is like, yeah, you got it, And then as soon as they're going to slap you in the back of your head, man. All right? Like, I'm the creator. Okay? So their whole thing, this whole world that we're living in, is them creating a world to control you. They're talking, you see how they doing the dollar, beating the dollar up, man. Got the dollar on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Got the dollar on the ropes. Oh yeah, stimulus. You get a stimmy, you get a stimmy. And all of that printing of the money is going to just kill the dollar, man, as what happened in Rome when they was making the metal dross, man. mixing inferior metals within, and it was lesser value. All right, and what happened? Like, man, you ain't paying us, like, we ain't gonna fight for you type deal. And that's what's happening now. You know, hey, you better get this in your body. Man, you know, fuck that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone type deal. And it's crazy how it's happening. You know, that the scriptures are coming to life, because it's showing exactly what they want to do, but only if you have that eye salve removed. All right? I forget the movies that all the brothers be talking about with the glasses. When you put the glasses on, you can actually see the world for what it is. But when you got the glasses,
I know what you're talking about.
nah, it was with that weird white dude with the cut, with the haircut.
Big buff, swole white dude.
Kind of like you said, he uses a lot of fear tactics, man. You know, just like with this juice. You know what I'm saying? Just as an example. You know, they say I hate to bring that up with with the erectile dysfunction. You know, we're men are scared of that, so we gotta go get it. You know, they use fear tactics and all type of way. You get arrested, get a large fine, all these different things to put you in fear to where you're going to become subject. You know, as it says in Peter, it says, "From whom a man is overcome, the same as he brought into bondage." You know.
Yep. And that's what it is. His whole goal is. That's what that mark is going to do. Is going to bring you under bondage. It's going to brand you. He owns you after that. You're basically stating to the Most High, look, I'm good with all of that stuff you talking about. I'm going to go over here and enjoy that. And like the brother mentioned, fear is that they don't fear the Most High.
Right.
Therefore, they're going to do what man says do because they fear man. They don't have no faith. All right? They don't have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Therefore, they don't, and that fear is also reverence. They don't respect the Most High for the power that he has and the things that he's given to men on the earth for the power that they have. Not realizing he can take it away at the snap of a finger. All right? That's why the three holy children, they was like, look, man, we ain't even second guessing this. But
right, we're not careful with our words.
Yeah, we're not careful with look. We're going to serve the Most High. They didn't care what would happen. It came down to picking a side, and they chose their side, man, because they had faith. Got thrown in the fire, and the Lord came and protected them from that, man. It said that he didn't even have a smell of smoke on them when they came out. You know what I'm saying? So they was in like a force field, man.
Right.
You know? So you gotta, when you read that, you gotta know that can happen, because you're going to end up in a situation like that. All right, and pretty much soon, like, you have an artificial famine going on now, artificial shortages going on right now, to where, oh no, we can't let the containers in. Well, you don't let them in, that's no imports. You don't get imports, you don't have product. You don't have product, you run out of product. You run out of product, things get chaotic.
Right.
All right.
What's the whole point of having imports? You import stuff that you can't physically manufacture or grow within your region. Mm-hmm. So you obviously need these things.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you what you have, I mean, because if it was all about that, you got people that's, I was about to say the word, you got people that's validated and people that's unvalidated. You take the people that's validated as well as the people who bring it in, make sure that they're validated so you can have that, but instead they just using the boogeyman, using that fear, saying, no, we can't do it because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways around it, but it just proves that you're causing these shortages, man. All right? Here it is. The Lord said there's going to be a famine of, it's going to be a famine. And just think, it's going to be a famine. Y'all not letting imports come in. Well, eventually everything that's already imported will become shortage. You know what I'm saying? It'll become scarce. Okay? Then the Lord says it's going to be a famine of the word. You know, here it is. Y'all want to cut videos and even control it, talk about controlling the internet and paying a subscription to be on you. Y'all just thinking all kind of stuff. Trying to stop what the Lord is doing, but y'all only furthering it, man. As the scriptures say, you can do nothing against the truth, but only for it. Period, point blank. Here it is. All y'all, that's why I said the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto the Most High, because y'all have the scholars, y'all have and that proves that the spirit is the key, man. All right? Because that's the one thing y'all don't have to see. What y'all doing is actually furthering the gospel, man. It's furthering the plans of Yahweh Shem Yahushai only to your own death, you know?
Can I get this scripture?
Yeah.
Second Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8, it says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth."
That's straight to the point, man. Anything you try to do against it, oh, I ain't gonna believe it. I ain't gonna believe that.
You just grab
That's cool. For what if some did not believe? Like, the Lord covered all bases, bro. Like, you gotta understand that. All right, He knew that it was gonna be people like that. He had a time like that already in the days of Noah, where He had something that never happened, and He had somebody out there warning people and building something. Because through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're building a spiritual ark, pretty much. You know, to when the Lord show up, Lord willing, we be of that number, and we're gonna receive salvation from what's coming to the world. If a second death is coming to the world, hey, that means the opposite of death is life. There's going to be some people that live and make it through. Right. All right, the Lord is not unmerciful to where He's just going to destroy everybody and start all over. No, He always had a remnant. All right, He always had a remnant. Just so happened through the first death and the flood, the remnant was Noah and his people. All right, this is another call. Go ahead, get that Isaiah. That should be the last scripture.
Isaiah. This is Isaiah. You guys go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 8. It says, "Therefore hear now this, the other are given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children."
Right, and that's how Esau thinks. He thinks that, it's just me and nobody inside me. That's like when you see like a pyramid, you see that one, or like when you watch these movies and the police have they line up, and it's like he's the boss and these are underbosses and these are the generals and whatnot.
Yeah,
that one guy at the top, that's Esau. That's how he sees himself. I am, it's just me alone, and we're just saying we're not gonna have widowhood or loss of children. They ain't taking no L's. In their mind, once they enterprise comes to fruition, and it's a new world order, and they got everything how it is they want, ain't no turning back. Who's gonna stop me at that point?
Yeah.
That's the way he looks at it. But man, the Most High you're playing into the Most High's hand.
About Shaq, I bring this quick piece in. Because the book of Sirach 18 says that the Lord created all things in general. So this is Sirach 18 and verse 3, right? It says, "Who governeth the world with the palm of His hand, and all things obey His will.
Okay.
For He is the King of all, by His power dividing holy things among them that are profane." So it says all things obey His will. Esau, you're obeying the Most High's will. Though we clearly see the evil that's in your heart, that's according to the will. The Most High said it was going to be like that. This meta thing, that's in the will. All things that are happening are, like the brother said, you cannot, the precept you brought out, you cannot do anything against the Most High, roughly paraphrasing before. So you work for the Most High, man. You just playing your part.
And ultimately, man, it's to reveal your spirit. Because if you with this, this meta thing, and it's probably going to require, that thing, then you're gonna basically expose yourself for who you really are.
And you know what? It just popped up in my mind. Facebook, they've been trying to do this for a while. When you think back to that, they had like a big ass party like at a beach or some shit some years back. And you can access your Facebook. I think they had wristbands at that time. You get scanned to bring up your Facebook, all this information. It was like the Baja something. But everybody was flocking to it. Everybody had wristbands. They had all your information on it, your Facebook information. They hit this, they scan that motherfucker. It brings up their whole Facebook profile. I'm gonna have to find that video, show to y'all brothers. But now here we are in a whole different generation, and they're still at it, man.
Right.
So you ain't got no control over it. All right, that was all. say
Is
on
what
this
we're
one
going
right
there?
here.
To the Isaiah, it starts going into.
Alright.
I got a precept, the one that you asked for earlier. This is the book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 12.
Yeah.
It says, He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Right. The Most High is going to disappoint the devices of the crafty, the devices of the so-called elites, all right, who think that they're going to have this new world order set up, and they're going to kill billions of people, and the people that are left are going to be the workers, the slaves, like they had in Total Recall. It was like it was only like Great Britain and Australia. Everything else in the world was pretty much gone. It was dead. So that's a very low population, and pretty much everybody else was working, for the people, either building the police force, which was robots, or then you had the resistance, or the people who were fighting against them. But you're not even going to get to that point. But that's his dream.
Hey, I thought for sure. That was it for that.
Job chapter 20 verse 22, it says, In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon them.
Can you break it down?
Con, and I'll not really going into the second part. That first part, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Where those straits, that strait is a perilous situation, a situation that you don't want to be in, and as E gets all these plans together, as they're all unfolding, he's getting close to this new world order, and that's the fullness of his sufficiency. That's his ultimate goal, and as he gets there, when it says it, once he starts to fulfill that new world order, it's going to be over with for him.
And you got it, yeah, that was it. Because I was going to bring out a precept similar in Isaiah where it says that as one that dreameth, and when he awaketh, he's 100. Pretty much you have your plan, but the Most High is going to disappoint it, man. Straight up, that's it.
All right, so with that being said, Lord's willing, this was edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
The barber of the apostles, now the GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are learning the truth, and sincerity, the women, the children, the confusion, and faithful follow. Shalom.
Shalom.